Fala aí pessoal do UOL Play, Vinícius Sobral aqui, e hoje eu tô aqui pra conversar com uma atriz super mega importante da série Chicago Med. Ela vive a doutora Hannah Asher, e eu tô aqui pra conversar com Jessy Schram. So, Jess, it's a pleasure to have you here in Brazil.
Yes, thank you.
It is your first time here.
Yes.
And did you already have time to enjoy something?
I've only been here for about 5 hours so
Oh,
far.
so hurry!
But I have plans tomorrow, so gonna go get a guanaba.
Guaraná.
Guarana.
I will ask that because I saw it
Yes.
on your Instagram.
Yes, I had some pop. I'm really excited. I've been telling everybody that I'm gonna get an acai bowl.
The taste is good?
Yes, so this is gonna happen.
And you have to try Brigadeiro.
Okay, what's that?
It's like a candy with chocolate. It's
Oh,
the best of Brazil.
okay.
Brigadeiro. So, I was searching about you and I saw you grew up in Chicago and the set of the show is Chicago. How is life like for you?
It's been awesome. I moved to Los Angeles when I was 18 years old, and got to come back 5 years ago for the show. And to come to your hometown, not only do you have the family, that you didn't really get to see much besides holidays because you were trying to make it as an actor in LA. Not only is my family there, my world was there and my roots are there. And to get to walk around the streets that, I used to visit hoping that I could be on the billboard one day, like I'm there. So it's really a full circle moment, and getting to bring my mom to the set was like a really big deal for me, just in the sense of this is what I've been working for since I was about 10 years old, to get to be on a set that I love, playing a character with people that I respect. And it's the sets are amazing, and to do it in your hometown is it's a really big treat.
Imagine that. So, in the last season, your character ends up pregnant.
Yes.
And the plot is we don't know who the father is. Can you share a little bit about this storyline? It's crazy.
I can. I will share that I will not share the father, but
Of course.
but
But you already know.
know who the father is. Yes, I know. Hannah knows who the father is, so that's really good. This season, right off the bat, you will find out who the dad is, and we will see through this season how they plan to go about this, whether it be relationship, whether it be co-parenting, whether it be involved that father is actually in the picture at all. So in the premiere, you'll get an answer, but from there, I think it's even more interesting how it all starts to unwind.
Okay, I will hope to see that earlier. So, Dr. Hannah is a very complex character. What did you think when you first read about her? How did you create her?
Oh, wow. Um, I remember auditioning for her. I was like right about to go on a trip, and the audition came in, and it was for Chicago Med, and it was an OBGYN. But I just remember reading the character description was different from what I normally see, especially for a procedural show. I loved that she had so many dynamics already written into her, with it being her addiction, with it being a love interest, with her being top of the game surgeon. She's really powerful, but to see that there were so many sides that I would have to infuse into her was a challenge that absolutely terrified me, and still does, to be honest. Sometimes
Yeah,
5 years
yeah,
later, I
yeah.
feel like there's a lot of pressure in wanting her to be authentic and wanting people to for her to affect people. So I still take a lot of responsibility in trying to infuse all the things with Hannah. But when I had gotten that audition, I just remember reading that character description and saying, I have to try for this. So
So, do you feel that Hannah's storyline dealing with mental health and drug issues helped to bring more visibility to this subject?
very much so. I think one of the things that I'm told the most from audience viewers, whether it be online or on the street or at a dinner party somewhere, is the representation of Hannah isn't just that we see her in her darkest hour and she hits rock bottom and now all of a sudden she's okay. She has had to go through so much to fight her way to gain stability, but also to gain respect in her coworkers' eyes, even in her family. Her family was still estranged up until last season. So she's had to work through so much. And I think one of the things that the audience has grabbed onto or really been affected by is is seeing that she's not just trying to survive, she is also thriving. And while she's thriving, while she looks all cheery and she's okay, it doesn't mean that there's not something that's under the surface or that she doesn't still need to work on it. And that's something that we talk about. I talk about a lot with the writers is even if it's just mentioning something, because addiction doesn't go away just because you say I'm better now or you got out of rehab. It's a daily minute to minute kind of thing. And I'm so happy that she's in a healthier place, and I love that our audience respects that and supports her and just wishes the best for her. They're on that journey with her, and it's really special to have an audience hold your character with you.
Yeah, this is very beautiful to see. So, is there a specific moment or situation that Hannah faced in her fight to stay healthy that touched you deeply?
Ooh, I think the element that stability can come and leave. I think that the job that she has, she sees so much and she deals with so many people, and she's such an empathetic and porous person, and she's so strong for people. And there was episode 3 of season 10 was a really massive one, and because you got to see the crack in the demeanor, you got to see that this wasn't just a patient, and it was really interesting. I remember talking to one of our medical advisors, and she's like, especially in the OB world, you deliver a lot of babies. Sometimes you lose patients, sometimes you lose babies, and people will always, rightfully so, feel for the mother or for the patient. And people forget that the doctor that was trying to save them has a loss as well within that. So I think it was really interesting to be able to see that element played out in a few of our episodes, especially episode 3, for somebody that was not spoken for or stood up for. Um, but also too that those instabilities are things that trigger the stability of her addiction. So it's very complex.
Yeah.
While we play it so simple.
So, besides your acting career, you also have a music career, and I saw you already did a film with these both sides.
Yes.
So, you already thought about combining these two perfections in a musical episode with Hannah singing something like that on Chicago Mary?
We joke all the time about a musical episode. We have so many amazingly talented actors and crew that love to sing. I never stop dancing. When you see one of those stools come around, we are always doing some kind of performance on the side. So I feel like to counterbalance the drama that's happening within the scenes, we are doing musicals on the side. And
Saw on Instagram. You post a lot of videos about the behind of the scene moments.
we
Very
have
fun.
we have a lot of fun with each other. But one day, I don't know if it'll ever happen, but we hope that the Wolf team will just be like, let's do it. It's a fever dream, and now you're a musical.
So I hope so. I hope to
Yes.
see this episode. So you are part of Chicago One universe, and your character appears in many crossovers like PD and Fire. So how is that experience of telling your story across so many different shows?
It's it's nerve-wracking and exciting, and those crossover productions are ginormous. They're so big and there's so much energy and there's so much that goes into scheduling, but also the stories are larger than life. It's so cool to play your character with another character who aren't normally supposed to be together, but they're in the same world. It's really fun to create the backstory of, are you friends outside of work? Have you ever met that person? Like, we're all together, and so to get to be on screen and to get to mend our crews and our cast it's really fun, and it's a one of a kind thing, pun intended, for One Chicago.
So for me, it's like a whole family, the cast.
Yes, we have a pretty big universe of, we all do things differently, but we are all within the same world. And yeah, it's really cool. It's really cool that we can blend, that it's such a natural blending. We do have a lot of guest characters from other shows coming over this season, as we have in the past, and vice versa. So it's really fun when, one of the new paramedics just gets to come and drop in a patient real quick, because it just makes that world so much more real that we are all in Chicago, and we are all working on each other's cases. So I just love that we always allude to knowing each other and that we actually do. And getting to do the crossover, I got to be part of one last year for the first time since the pandemic time period. And that's the first time I got to meet a lot of the other actors. So
This is good.
it was really cool. It was really those are not easy to do, and they are also so special. Subscribe on UOL Play and watch me, Jessy Schram, as Dr. Hannah Asher on Chicago Med.
Wow.